Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing Nuke.
Welcome back, fight fans. Now, Oscar De La Hoya has come out with a recent interview and basically said right now is the right time for Canelo versus Spence in a super fight. So come talk to Golden Boy Promotions and you'll have a super fight at 160 pounds with Errol Spence versus Saul Canelo Alvarez. That'll be a hell of a fight, a hell of an event. But a lot of people I'm getting feedback on is telling me that this is something that we need to really discuss, and how Spence would move up and destroy Canelo, and it's similar to Mikey and daring to be great. Well, I'll give you a vast difference as to why this has no comparison. Is that all the aforementioned skills that Mikey Garcia has is speed, athleticism, basically so many boxing skills, defensive movements, head movements, that Spence just does not possess those. Spence is essentially a C-level fighter with elite power. He's very strong, and that power overwhelms his opponent. His biggest advantage in the ring is his weight and his size at 147 pounds. And so he's not an excellent one-punch knockout puncher. He destroys your body and destroys any ability you have to win the fight or muster up the strength to proceed, and wears you down into the mid to late rounds if you survive and make it that long. So Spence is a very good fighter, but he does not have the appropriate skill set comparison to Mikey Garcia to fight at that level. So for Spence to move up 2 levels, 2 weight divisions, to fight at 160, to fight a guy like Canelo Alvarez, who's extremely fast at 160, who basically is fighting one of the best, if not the best, challenge at 160 in Triple G. If Canelo's not the best, Triple G is basically, as of right now, because these guys are fighting for the belt. But that's a story for another day. So then you look at it like this. Canelo's very, very strong as well. He's proved that he's strong at 147. He's proved he's strong at 154. And now he also proves that he's strong and can keep a guy off of him at 160 and even pick up knockouts. So is this really what you want to do, Spence? Is you really want to move up to 160 pounds? There will be no catch weight. And this is my early prediction. Spence will be knocked out in the mid rounds. Because even Spence is probably a naturally 154 pounder. Probably more naturally 147. Maybe 160, but I just don't see him being strong enough at 160. Canelo Alvarez has the speed and agility to get out the way of those body punches, and who knows if that power will carry up to 160. I think it's a good fight. I think it's an entertaining fight. I think it'll be a great thing to have it at the Cowboys AT&T Stadium. I also think that it'll be a pay-per-view fight. I think everyone would tune in and love to see it. But honestly, I think Canelo would destroy him. From beginning to end. I just don't think that he can match the skills of Canelo Alvarez, the physical strength of Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is going to be stronger, regardless, because this isn't 147. Canelo is going to be stronger than Spence. Spence is no longer the strongest guy, and Canelo will come in weighing more than Errol Spence in that fight. He'll be able to absorb many of the punches that welterweights can't. And not only that, he'll be able to outbox Spence and make him look bad. I honestly think Canelo picks up the knockout easy. If Spence goes after this fight, after the Mikey Garcia fight, just for payday, just for let's say, to make his name even bigger, fighting the biggest star in U.S. boxing in Canelo Alvarez, then I think he gets knocked out. And that changes all of his fights at welterweight. If Spence is smart, he'll fight Mikey, then he'll fight the other welterweights and see if he can make it through that gauntlet. But if he goes up to fight Canelo Alvarez, it will be a massacre. Once again, it's the IBFP. Stay tuned.